Today, I'm going to do a quick video walkthrough of the setup of SyncBot. Had some problems with the documentation lately after neglecting this bot for quite a while. So I'm going to go through and do a quick setup video, hopefully help anyone out that's having problems. So starting from scratch, first thing you do is move to a location on the device that you want to run the bot. So for me, I'm going to copy this. We're going to clone the repository. I've made a folder named GitHub Testing. So we'll go ahead and clone SyncBot into this folder. Cool. Next, I'm going to go ahead and open up or add this folder to VS Code so that we can look at the contents and set up the config. Go ahead and install the dependencies. Perfect. So we need to do some config first before we can register the application commands on your server, as well as actually run the bot. So first we need to create a Discord bot. So to do that, go ahead and go to New Application. I'm going to name this one Testing SyncBot. On the left-hand side, if you don't care to fill out all of the information about it, we're going to add a bot to this application. Right away, you're going to need to give the bot server members intent. Without this, it can't do anything to the members of your server. And since you want it to be able to sync roles for your members, it needs this intent for those application commands. Let's see. Next, we're going to copy the bot token into the config.json. So up here at the top, I'll reset my token because I didn't copy it whenever I created it. Go to VS Code and your bot token goes here. And this is config.example.json, so whenever we save this in a minute, we'll save it as config.json. We've got the server member intent. We've got the bot token. Okay, we need to go to OAuth 2 and copy the bot client ID into config.json. So OAuth 2 client ID, copy that here. Awesome. All right, in the scope section, we're going to click bot, manage roles, and view audit log. I think they moved that though. Oh no, here it is. What is this? Okay, so let's do it this way. OAuth 2 URL generator. I'll update the docs for that. We're going to click bot, view audit log, manage roles. And do we need anything else? We need applications.commands. Okay, that's all we need. We can click copy down here. Just go ahead and paste that into a note or something. We don't quite need it yet. Well, let's see, will it work? We don't have the bot running yet. Cool, yeah, so we can go ahead and do this. I've just made 2 test servers. I'm gonna test 1 is going to be my main server. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna give it both those roles we selected, authorize it. Guess it doesn't matter. We need the bot in both servers. So go ahead and paste it again, the URL. Let's go ahead and invite it to the other server as well. So test 2 will be one of my synced servers. Cool. So the bot is now in both servers. We can see he's offline in test 1 and he's offline in test 2. He hopped into the server today at 2:55. Cool. What do we got next? All right, so we're going to copy the IDs of the servers we want to sync roles between. So let's go here. You should be able to right click on your server and click copy ID. So I did that on test 1. That'll be my main server. If you don't have that enabled, you should be able to go to settings, advanced, developer mode, and toggle that on. Makes it super easy to copy IDs of things. So we're going to go here in our main server ID, which I just copied, paste it there. And we're going to copy the ID of test 2. And we're going to paste it into here. Since that is going to be my only synced server, if you had multiple other servers, you would just paste their IDs here as it says. Otherwise, we're just going to delete this whole section. All right, so by default, you can run these commands if you're the owner of the server, but if you have friends, you want them to be able to run the commands, you would give them a role and paste that role ID in here to give them access. So for example, let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? So say I want anyone with role 1 to be able to, sorry, these are my test roles, role 1, role 2. If I want to be able to, anyone with role 1 to be able to run it, you can paste that into here. So I copied that ID by just right clicking this on me. But since I'm the owner, I don't need the role. I'm going to remove it. Okay. Now we need to make sure that the bot has higher role status in the hierarchy. So in server settings, we can go to roles. See, SyncBot is below these 2, but I want it to be able to assign those 2, so you need to drag it to the top. Sweet, that should be set up now. Okay, am I missing anything? Log channel ID, okay. So if you want to log when someone, gets added a role or removed a role and you don't want to have to look at the audit log, you can copy the ID of a channel from the main server, so test 1. We can copy the ID here and put that into here as the log channel ID. So let's save this as config.json. Cool, we're saved. So now we need to do two things. We need to run register.js, and you can see it's using your client ID that you just put in the config.json and the main server to register the add and remove commands. So if we go to terminal, we should be able to go node register.js. Whoops. I did not move into the folder. Let's try that again. So started refreshing application commands, successfully reloaded them. So now if we go back to our server and we hit this, you can see that the add and remove commands have been added. So now we need to start the bot. So node run.js. SyncBot is ready. Okay, bot is online. Bot is online. I do not have any roles. The only role he has is testing SyncBot because that's what he gets added with in both. So now we can say we want to add role 1 to my bot because that's the only other member in these servers. We get added role 1 to testing SyncBot and test 2. So we can go to test 2. He does not have role 1. So let's see. Unknown interaction. Missing permissions. Okay, let's see. In test 2, where is it? Server settings. Roles. Gotta move him above these two. Whoops. Alright, so let's clear that. Let's restart the bot. Okay, so he does not have the roles, but he does here, so let's go ahead and remove it. It says removed role 1. Well, he didn't have it, so let's go ahead and try and add again. Role 1 to SyncBot. He's got role 1, and he's got role 1. So if we go back and remove role 1, no more role 1, no more role 1. Obviously this server doesn't have add or remove because only the main server is going to control the roles. So let's add role 2. Got role 2. Got role 2. Obviously, if there's some auto operations that happen, right? If you have a user named John in your main server and you invite them to a server 2, when they join, any roles that they have in the main server will be applied to them. I don't really have a way to demonstrate that right now. But if you have any issues with it, let me know. I think that sums up the setup.